And on that note, everybody, welcome to episode 155 of Heresy Accountability Buddies. My name's Jax, followed by the co-hosts of
Brian,
Duncan,
Jamie,
and John.
and special guest
Vash.
Woohoo, Vash, and Dave. So
there is no magical Dave.
there is Dave. There is always Dave. Just like Zool, there's always Zool. And speaking of Zool, let's do a quick station identification so we can pay for that ad placement with Zool. And thank you to our
love resin bases? Then go to our sponsor, Elric Hobbies, for all of your basing and basing accessory needs. Use code HERESYABB at checkout for a discount. Legendary Monument Hobbies. Monument Hobbies is a one-stop shop for all of your painting needs. Use code HERESYABB at checkout for a 5% discount on your purchase. Pop Goes the Monkey. Find maker of third-party accessory bits of arms, legs, backpacks, and more, where you can get 10% off your first order over $125 with code HERESYABB at checkout.
That ad placement with Zool. And thank you to our patrons. Without you, Duncan would not be buying Ultramarines decals as we speak. He's not really, but I could dream.
Are we sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends yet?
No. Never.
we get some of those gambling ones. I think they pay better.
We do roll dice, so the gambling ones make more sense.
I was going to say, John, please save us, but no, John was there. John, how about you? We're going to change up stuff tonight so we can do an efficient episode. John, do you want to hit me with that blicky?
You mean the news?
Yeah, the blicky.
All right. So the news. So we covered last time the release of the Marine stuff. So we've got the Marine heads, the ZM Necron set, and then the release of Titus and Friends, which temporarily sold out, and then a bunch of Necron stuff, which also kind of sold out real quick.
Those dice are sexy.
They are. I don't play Necrons, but that is a really nice color combination. I usually hate clear dice, but even those being clear is really nice. That was all the GW releases this week. For next week,
Big Grease. Big
It's
release.
the boy.
like
It's
we
his
called
boy.
it,
You've only been waiting for this a year?
a year and change later, we get Angron Transfigured next week,
Angry
and
Ron
Lotara.
and Lotara.
All right,
And this
calling it
guitar.
now, $300. $300 for just him.
I'm saying 350.
Oh.
What's the Joy Toy one? How much is that?
At least that.
Can I get a? Okay, wait a second. Let me write this down real fast so that we can have records. Okay, Duncan, you're saying what?
I'm saying that Angron himself is going to be $300, $299.99.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm doing some research. Hold on.
U.S.
Okay.
Now in Australia, that's like
No, we're
$1 million.
yeah. I don't do Australian dollars. All right, John, what do you have?
350.
350. All right, Vass.
275.
275. All right, Bri.
Oh, good lord.
Whatever it needs to be for it to be cheaper to get an already built and painted Joy Toy one.
Oh, that's literally anything. You could throw out $1.
Oh, I meant the other way. I had it flipped in my brain there.
Okay.
I think the Joy Toy will be cheaper.
Okay.
All right. So, I just looked up Cabanda in the United States. Does anybody want to guess how much that costs?
Oh,
250. $380.
Cool.
Shit.
Joy Toy Angron from GW merch, 389.
Oh.
hang on.
I amend my answer.
Hang on.
Nope,
I
nope.
need to amend my answer.
Nope, we already have you locked in.
Yep.
All
We're
right.
supposed to be speedy tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
So
are.
Bri,
We're not even through.
speedy but also having fun.
Okay, so Cabanda is 380, okay? Fulgrim Transfigured is 285.
285.
Yep.
All right.
I am gonna go 380.
380. All right. Bri.
What was the question? I was dealing with children.
How much is
How much is Angry Ron gonna be?
Oh, I think he's gonna be over 400.
Yeah, I could see it.
All
I'll
right.
let you change my answer to $3.99.
No, I am going to say I'm going to agree with Brian. It's going to be plus 400.
4 bills.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
425 or something
Yep.
like that. Yeah.
All right,
And
John.
I'm going to say that Latara is going to be $49.99.
What are the characters going for now? Aren't the non-power armor ones like
30, 40.
42.50 or something like that? And the power armor one, or like the Terminator ones are like 50 something.
Oh, I don't even.
50
Yeah,
bucks.
Is plastic or resin?
She's resin.
115, no doubt.
No.
Or Latara. Ah.
So,
Okay.
to give you an idea of things, I was cleaning up some stuff, and I came across the first plastic characters that came out for Fantasy, still in Fantasy blisters. What do you think those cost when they came out? Like Empire Battle Mage and things like that. One single character in a blister.
What year was this?
Like
Late 2000s.
Late 2000, 1990, 1995.
yeah, I used to work in a store. They're cheap. They're usually were fairly cheap. I'm going
Third-
like
13.25.
yeah. I was
I
gonna say
remember
it's
what
like
they
9
were
or
in
11 bucks.
stores in the 90s, and that was like $10.
Yeah, 13.25 for a plastic like necromancer. I bought them to
I
use
guess
for
it's gonna be between 10 and 15.
Yeah.
The Space Marine Commander from like was it 4th edition was only like $20.
Yep.
Like with all the customizable parts and everything.
That takes me
So-
back.
Okay. All right. So next up on next week's releases, the Skitarii Battle Group and the Journal Tactica Skitarii.
Great for starting a new army in the new year.
Yeah, absolutely.
With
So I
all
look forward to
16
seeing these
guys.
releases. That's all the Heresy releases we got. We're not scrolling down any further on this page.
There's a good reason for that.
From Starforge next week, we're getting the Custodes keychain. This looks
Not
Judge
in
Dredd to me.
gold,
This does not look 40K.
Yeah, I was gonna say that doesn't look very 40K, but and what's wrong? That price seems wrong. It's
Yeah.
only $16.70.
Their keychains are about that, yeah.
It's not gold or silver.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, it's not a rare metal.
Okay. Because I would actually buy that for that price. Not that I will, but
Army Painter
How
has
much
announced
cheaper?
they're dropping the next two John Blanche Masterclass boxes, 3 and 4. You get 10 paints and a paintbrush, a little art print, and a link to a video that they published online later for everyone for free for $53.99.
Now, hang on. Go up. Look at that nightshade color. Or
Yeah.
the night root shade. I think that right there is a great purple for shading on anything.
Yeah, or like bruises or something. Yeah.
Yep. And I think that the Pine Hollow shade for the green, same thing for shading on green. I could actually see myself doing, if I run out of the other shades of green that I use, using that.
The only
for
downside to
shading
these
on the
paints,
horse.
the only downside I have to these paints is it takes like 6 months to get them separately. Like they just dropped them for the normal ones.
Yeah.
Have you used them yet, John?
No, I haven't opened them yet.
what's
Okay, I
that
was gonna say,
bright
if-
green
ask if-
one?
Glade shade. Glade shade.
Blade shade.
Oh,
Glade shard.
I like that one.
Yeah, there's
That's
definitely
very.
some Blanchian names as well.
I was gonna say that's some good nurgly colors right there.
Yeah, I like that vine root shade as well. I mean, it's Blanchitsu, man. These colors work.
I'm still waiting on the 2 coats to ship that their Blanchitsu line. A couple Kickstarters to check out. First one is called Regular People STL Miniature Collection. You get 100 54mm scale 3D files for regular normal people for $25.
They look kind of Fallout-y.
Yeah, they're kind of all eras. They go from Victorian all the way up to modern day hoodie wearing hobo.
There's oh my gosh, there's some yeah, okay.
The next one is called the Vesper Project Construction. It's a bunch of construction robots and construction equipment that have swappable bases, so you can take the tracks off the bulldozer and put them onto the, or you can take the scoop off the bulldozer and put it onto the walker crane, and et cetera, back and
The
forth.
walkers look very dust.
Yeah, that or
Conflict
Predator-
Release 7 or what-
AVP.
yeah, I was about to say Predator Concrete Jungle, all the robots you killed in that.
Yeah,
It looked very close to that. There's like a
Yep.
power loader, there's
yeah.
work crews and exosuits, very Colonial
Yep.
Marines look to them.
That's
Or
neat.
Avatar type of thing. I mean, the whole thing is only $37 or $27. And there's a lot of tiers unlocked. This one ends in 11 days, so it's got some time to go. And then Mordian dropped a preview of Stowage. Everyone loves Stowage.
Oh, yes.
They sell these
This is the-
STLs, right?
For the most part.
Okay.
Sometimes
Some
they
of
go
them
back
they
and
do.
forth.
Yeah, some of them they do. Sometimes the ones he does in these the Kickstarters they don't show up in his store for sale.
I need
Yep.
stowage.
Everybody loves Stowage.
Yeah, this is a good preview. His tanks have a lot of open space, and this is really kind of taking advantage of all that.
Yeah.
The other thing I like is he actually bolts down Stowage. So, if you look at the ammo cans here, they're actually ratcheted down. A lot of Stowage companies just glue the crap on. You're like, how does that stay there when they hit a bump?
Yeah.
Magic.
Space magic.
Well, what I see is a lot of brass etch when it comes to stuff like this, if you can find it in the right
should
scale.
be. Yep. The sags on the bags I like, that they're not all perfectly packed and put away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ben knows his stuff. I remember thinking when he first came out, this is just a preview.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I was like, how much are those? Because it's Mordian, probably $45 to $100.
Yeah, I remember, what was that, almost 8 years ago now when he started, I thought it was a joke or a scam because he was previewing the Mordian tank that he had that he bought from somebody else. And that guy had gone silent, so I thought it was him coming back to try to rob people. Mainly because I've been ripped off by another Kickstarter at the same time, but...
Yeah, PTSD, get it.
Yep. That's all the news, gentlemen.
Okay.
So we can dive head on into everything we left off on Solar Auxilia.
All right. Trying to get my book open so I know what's going on.
So last time we covered everything in the commands and the one Legacy's retinue. Figure this time we'll start on elites, since Afash builds his armies out of those. He'd be a good welcome
Let me grab my
to this
book real
section.
quick.
Yeah, so we're going to start in the Velatarius Storm section on 28. For 90 points, you get 9 guys and a prime. And you can buy up to 10 additionals for 8 points a model. Veteran guard stats, so move 6, weapon skill 6, skill 4, strength toughness 3, 1 wound, initiative 3, 2 attacks, leadership 7, cool 8, willpower intelligence 6, and a 4-up save. These guys have Vanguard 3 and come stock with a Volkite Charger. They can swap to a last pistol, and the prime can swap to a last pistol and Charnball Saber for free. If he does that, he can also take melee weapons and pistols. They can change their Volkite Chargers out for the Storm Axes for 3 points. They can also have a Vox Interlock and Auxilia Vexilla for 5. The Velatarius Vanguard section is 100 points for a prime and 9 guys. You can buy an additional 10 more for 9 points a model. Same stats, but these guys come stock with a heavy flamer. The prime can do all the same things the other guy just could, and these boys can not swap for anything. They're stuck with their heavy flamer.
So for 10 more points, you get flamers instead of Volkites?
Yeah, 10 more
Yes, but heavy
points for the
flamers
base. Yeah,
that ignore all the penalties for heavy.
yep. Yeah, they have implacable advance, so they get to ignore all the wonky heavy crap.
Mm.
So it's 1 point more per guy. Pretty good swap. I'd take that deal. Avash, there, what you build your list out of? What do you think of these boys? Both of them.
They're honestly, I find it to be more points efficient than the las rifles, just in terms of everything you get out of them. So like I can get storm axes or Voltites versus a las rifle with a blast charger.
Makes sense.
Jack, you had a question?
No, I was looking at something on my screen. Sorry.
Their one heavy assault slot is the Charonite Ogrins. You get 3 of them for 120 points. You can buy 6 more for 40 points. Weapon moves 7, weapon skill 4, ballistic skill 2, but they ain't got no guns. Strength 5, toughness 5, 4 wounds apiece. Initiative 2 with 4 attacks base. Leadership 12, cool 10, willpower 6, intelligence 2, and a save of 4 up. They have no upgrades at all, but they're heedless. They have bitter duty, bulky 4, expendable 2, feel no pain 5 up, and impact attacks. And they're a skirmish unit. I'm stock with their smashy claws. The good old chaff, last rifle section. For 50 points, you get 10 guys. You can buy 10 more for 4 points a model. So this is going to be the stats for most things in this army. Is movement 6, weapon skill, ballistic skill, strength, and toughness, all 3s. 1 wound, initiative 3, 1 attack. 6s for soft stats, except for the sergeant has 7s and a 4-up save. These guys have line 1 base. Remember, you can upgrade that with the command squad if you choose to. The sergeant can swap their last pistol or to a last pistol and Charmball Saber. If he does that, he can take melee or pistol weapons.
Wait, that's the only troop selection?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these cost 50 points.
Well, I
Yeah.
understand that, but like,
Okay, hold on. So the last rifle costs 1 point. Void armor is 1 point. Frags are a point. Cracks are a point. And the humans a point.
Pretty much. You can also, for 1 more point, buy him a blast charger, or for 1 more point, buy him a bayonet.
so you got to remember, Duncan, during World War II, like Battle of Stalingrad, the weapons were worth more than the meat shield that the Russians were using.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering why these aren't 40 points so the human can be free, because welcome to Warhammer.
Yeah.
Well, that's when we get to militia, or when we did the militia overview. You remember the conscripts
Yeah.
were like that. They were
Yeah.
These are slightly better conscripts.
Yep.
Also, one thing I forgot to mention about the Velatari is with a command squad, if they're within 12 inches of them, for any volley and reactions against them, they get a 5-up feel no pain.
Oomph.
Actually, it
Okay.
might be 18, not 12. It's a
All
stupid
right.
number, in my opinion.
Carrying on.
Yeah, they can buy Vox interlocks for 5, Vexillas for 5, and the sergeant can have melt-the-bombs for 10.
Is there any point other than just taking them as 50 point units?
If you want to do that cool bayonet reaction we talked about last time, maybe make them an extra point.
Or you want to reenact Stalingrad
Yeah.
So 50 points. Got it.
or D-Day.
So 50 points. Got it.
Can I make them cheaper? Do they really need a las rifle?
Can I
Yes.
take away their grenades?
Yes.
No.
Can I take?
Can I take away their void armor?
Yeah.
No.
I just need bodies with line 1.
I need a body, line 1, and
Yeah.
a last rifle.
And
I don't
li-
need anything else.
And line 1 is negotiable.
You
I just
can.
said-
It's just taking militia.
Can I just spend 1 point and get the dude?
Now remember, you can buy blast chargers. So basic las rifles are 30-inch range, 1 shot, strength 3, AP 6, damage 1, heavy firepower, so you get an extra shot. The blast charger changes the entire gun to an 18-inch range, 1 shot, strength 4, AP 4, damage 1, but rending 6 up, shred 6 up.
So essentially a shotgun with a
Yep.
slug.
Wait. Rending last guns?
If
Yes.
you at short range, if you pay the points, yeah.
And how many?
Oh, sorry, not points. Point singular.
So now they cost 6 points to have a better gun.
That's too many points.
That's
too
a
many
slightly better gun,
At
shorter
18
range.
inches.
That's way too many points for these guys.
Yeah. No.
Well, no. At that point, the human is free.
Do Do they have a rule where maybe this unit gets blown up and another one comes on from the board edge?
No, militia.
No.
don't.
Damn.
But you can bump these up to more dudes, right?
Yeah,
20,
yeah. The squad
20
maxes out at 20.
So that means I'm spending 100 points on dudes.
Yeah.
That's too many points.
Probably minimum at least 110 for the Vetsilla and Interlock.
That's too many
Yeah,
points.
you definitely want to take those.
Yeah, it's too much. Too much.
That's 140 points for 20 dudes with blast chargers, blast rifles, interlocks, and a Vexilla and a sergeant. That's too many points.
Yeah, I could put searchlights
Or
on
you
my
just drop the
Demon
Vetsilla
Russ.
and you're at 155.
I mean, if I didn't do that and I only took 10 dudes, like twice in a list, I could have like another 300 points almost to spend on dudes. Or not on dudes, but on tanks. Which means more Demon Russes.
That listener sent you last week?
Yeah.
Let's talk about tanks, because the next thing in the book is the Basilisk.
Yay.
It's
Yeah.
a support slot for 120 points. Movement 10, ballistic skill 3, 12, 12, 10 armor, 5 hull points. Comes with a centerline mounted Earthshaker cannon. And that's it.
Is the Earthshaker
Man.
cannon what pictured on the tank below? Because I thought it was a long barrel.
No, that's a Medusa. It's the
Okay.
next page.
Okay.
You can also
kind
buy...
of stubbier one.
No, the Basilisk's the long one.
I thought the Earthshaker was the long one.
It
The
is.
Earthshaker is the Basilisk, is the long one.
Yeah.
The Medusa is
Okay.
the short, stubby one.
Oh, okay. My
Yeah.
bad.
It's like super wide. It's thick like a pickle, but it's wide, and then you have never mind.
So all tanks can buy hunter killer missiles, searchlights, or dozer blades. Most tanks can also take pinto weapons. If you're interested in those, you're playing the wrong list, or you're buying the wrong tank.
too
because
many
this thing
points.
should be in the backs.
Too many points.
Yep, this thing should be in the backfield lobbing
Yeah.
shells. That's
Yeah.
what it does.
Yeah, too many points.
The other support option. Oops, sorry. Go ahead, Vesh.
Do we just want to do what the weapons are after we do that, or now?
We'll do it later
Okay.
because we still got a lot of tanks to go through. The other support artillery tank is the Medusa artillery tank for 140 points.
And this is the
so
one that's
20
thick
more
like a
points.
pickle.
Thick like a pickle. Same stats, except it comes with a centerline mounted Medusa mortar. Their other support option is the rapier section. You get one rapier crew for 30. You can buy 3 more for 30 apiece. Rapier crew consists of a gunner and one gunner, one carrier.
Someone is detected at your front door.
These guys are movement 6, weapon skill 3, ballistic skill 3, strength 3, toughness 3, 1 wound, initiative 3, attacks 1. They get a bump and cool over the normal guardsman. The gun itself has a weapon skill 1, because sometimes you can punch it. It's ballistic skill 3, strength 4, toughness 6, and 3 wounds. The carrier is bulky 4. The whole unit is slow and purposeful. It's a support unit 1, so you're not scoring as many points if it's holding. And it has rapier section as a special rule. So when you're shooting them, you shoot the guns. When you're punching them, you punch the dudes. I'm stock with a Gravis multi-laser array, which you can swap out for a Gravis heavy bolter array for 5 points, a laser destructor for 25 points,
Someone is detected at your
or a
front door.
quad launcher with frag or shatter shells for 20. Next is my favorite, the Hermes Velataris Squadron. Oh no, this is the Elite Hermes. I don't like this one as much. It comes for 40 points. You get 2 of them. You can buy 4 more for 20 points. Or sorry, 40 points for the base 2, 4 more for 20 points apiece. Movement 8, weapon skill, ballistic skill 4, strength and toughness 5, 2 wounds, initiative 3, 1 attack, leadership 7, cool 9, willpower, intelligence 6, and a 3-up save. Comes stock with a Volkite caliber that you can swap for a heavy flamer for 3 points. Bulky 2, implacable advance, move through cover, and Vanguard 2. And they're cavalry.
This has very little to do with with the unit that's on the page right now. But I
Nope,
wish
that's it.
GW did. I don't know.
Well, no, that is the military squadron on the picture.
Oh no, I think
As
you're
they
on somewhere else.
This the lining up maybe more of the units with the actual on the pages with like the picture of the units with the units that are on the pages. Like
Yeah, they're doing pretty good on these Sentinels. So the next one is a Dreadnought selection. So we're going to go ahead and do that since it's also another Sentinel before we go back into the Legacies to finish off support. It's the Atheon Heavy Sentinel for 60 points. You get one. You can buy up to 2 more for 60 points. These guys are movement 7, so a little slower. Weapon skill, ballistic skill 3, strength and toughness 6, 5 wounds, initiative 3, 2 attacks, leadership 9, 10 cool, willpower 6, intelligence 2, and a 2-up save. Comes stock with a multi-laser and an Archeon missile battery. They can swap the multi-laser to an autocannon, a Volkite culverin for 7, a las cannon for 15, a heavy incinerator for 10, and a melt-a-lance for 20. And they can swap the missile battery, the Atheon missile battery, to a 1 hunter-killer missile battery for 15.
I know we'll get to it later. Is the hunter killer missile battery, is that one shot?
No, it's 2 shots.
Okay.
I thought it was 4. Because it's 2 on each side.
I've got in my notes limited 2. It's 2 shots, limited 2.
Okay.
Whereas the Atheon missile battery is barrage, which is why I take it. Because my whole board is clogged with other Sentinels.
You want to talk about our Lord and Savior Heavy Sentinel?
I mean, I like them. I think they're probably one of the they're a lot better than they were in 2. I'll give them that. 2, they were pretty crap. I upgrade them to a melt-a-lance just because it's good for busting tanks. It's like a third of their points over again. But I really think that they come into their own when they do supporting fire, or when you're calling in barrages. I honestly think that for their points, for 80 points, you're getting, T6 with 5 wounds and a 2-up save. Yeah, they're pretty good.
They're also a pain in the ass to take down because 5 wounds.
Yeah.
5 rooms, 2+ save, and 6 toughness.
Yeah, and 3 of them per squad. All right, moving back over to Legacies to finish off support. So first one is a Medicae section. You get 1 Medicae for 15. You can buy up to 5 more per source for 15 points. Basic guard stats across the board with a 4-up save. They have the same Medicae support rule that pretty much everyone's used to. You can prop them off into different units, and they grant the medic 5-up rule. So if you take the reaction test, you're going to get the bonuses. Next is Cyclops Demolition Vehicle for 50 points. You get 1 little Cyclops. Movement 6, armor 10 all around, health points 2. Expendable 3, explodes on a 2-up. That's the first I've seen of that high a number. It's got 2 special rules, Compact and Demolition Vehicle. Compact is a model with this special rule may embark or disembark from a transport, even if that type would normally not allow it to do so. So basically you could stick this inside your transport vehicles like we've seen in all the fluff and artwork. And demolition vehicles with a special rule can make charges and inflict automatic hits on every model in combat if they are successful. So you can charge like normal in the charge phase. If a charge roll is made for the model with this special rule and the vehicle type is failed, the model is removed as a casualty but immediately explodes. So don't fail your charge. If you successfully charge at the end of step 2 fight subphase of that combat, every unit in the combat suffers a number of automatic hits equal to the number of models in that unit. So you hit everybody. Each unit or each such hit has a strength of 8, AP dash, and damage 2, as well as armor bane special rule. Once these hits have been resolved, the model is immediately removed as a casualty, and any versions of the explode special rule X are ignored. So basically, you just detonate. Legacy's also brought us a new transport before we go back to normal transports. The Aurochs transporter for 50 points. You get a movement 12, ballistic skill 3, 12, 11, 10, 4 hull point, 10 transport capacity, little rhino look-alike. Doesn't come with anything. Stock out of the gate, comes with a searchlight. You can buy it any Pinto weapon, and it has access points on the side and rear, and it can only buy a hunter-killer missile for 5 points. Transports in the main book, you're limited to the Arvis Lighter for 75. So obviously this is a plane, movement 18, ballistic skill 3, 11 armor all around, 4 hull points, and this guy can hold 12. Also just comes with a... What?
Sorry. I was saying AKA the flying coffin.
The flying coffin, the ugly duck, as Jack loves to call it. You can buy a rear-mounted multi-laser while you would do this on a plane, no one knows, for 10 points. It can have flare launchers for 5 points. This gives it a 5-up shrouded damage mitigation roll against intercept reactions. And the whole base is considered to be an access point, so all around. The heavy transports are the Dracosin for 140 points. You like rolling out an armor in style for movement 12, ballistic skill 3, 13, 13, 11 with 7 hull points and a transport capacity of 22. Bring your whole last rifle section and some friends.
And don't they have a cannon on them too?
So they come stock with a front-mounted whole last cannon, which you can swap to a demolisher cannon for 35 points, which does not drop the transport capacity anymore.
That's awesome.
Thank God.
Yeah. It can take any Pinto weapons. It can buy up to 2 hunter-killer missiles, searchlight, dozer blade, or a flare shield. And the only disembarks are on the sides.
Well, I guess you got to dump 10 on each side, huh? Right?
Yep. Going on into recon, here's my favorite Sentinel, the Hermes Light Sentinel. 32 points gets you 2 Sentinels. You can buy up to 4 more for 16 points apiece. Movement 10, weapon skill, ballistic skill 3, strength 5, toughness 5, 2 wounds, critically underwounded. Initiative 3, 1 attack, leadership 7, cool 8, willpower, intelligence 6, and a 4-up save. They come stock with a multi-laser, frag and cracks. They're bulky 2, implacable advance, move through cover, and importantly for an army of 60 of them, outflank. They can swap their multi-laser to a Hermes grenade launcher for 5 points. The grenade launcher functions kind of like other grenade launchers. You got frag and crack rounds. Frags are a 3-inch blast, 1 shot, strength 3, AP 6, damage 1, with stun 1. And then crack is 2 shots, strength 7, AP 4, damage 2.
Not bad. That's not bad at all.
I like the multi-laser better because it's free.
No, I can understand that.
So, I mean, like,
The more money you spend on this, the less you're spending on tanks. So I get it.
yeah, I mean, like, John and Avash, like, with this army, they have so many options to add on anything, on all these units. Do most people just, like, run them cheap, like, as you can, to get more units versus, like, trying to beef them up?
It kind of depends on what you want. Sure, the multi-laser is what, 3 shots, strength 6, AP 6, damage 1,
And suppressive 1.
and suppressive 1. But sometimes you just want the crack, so you can hit something higher toughness.
Yeah, if you're not spamming the hell out of these guys, I could see the crack being a little better. The invention of the Hermes Command Squad and the ability to take a crap ton of these guys was really cool. Before last edition, you could only have, you could take them as troop choices, and the Velatari became elite choices, and only 2 of the troop choices had lines, so you pretty much could only ever take 2 if you wanted to play the game. It was kind of crap, I'll be completely honest. But now that their command section gives them the ability to score, even though they're normally cavalry and cavalry can't score, is really nice.
So lower numbers, I'd probably say take the grenade launcher, but if you're spamming like John is, take the multi-laser.
60, 3-shot, strength 6, AP 6, suppressive 1 guns is nothing to sneeze at.
But they are also BS3, so you're hit on 4s half the time.
Yep.
But wounding on 2s most of the time, just strength 6.
Yep. And they're not terrible for just spamming them into the sides of or rears of other tanks too. That's one of the big benefits of that outflank is coming in where they're not exactly expected. Next, going back to legacies, the Tarantula section. For 35 points, you get 2 Tarantula guns with heavy bolters. They're ballistic skill 3 as well. They're 10 armor all around and 2 hull points. Expendable 3, independent sentries, automated fire protocols. It's exactly the same as the Marine one, except you're limited on guns. You can only upgrade it to a twin last cannon. So twin heavy bolter or twin last cannon, that's it. No Volkites, no multi-meltas. On to recons. First is the Primaris Lightning Strike Fighter for 160. Movement of 26, ballistic skill 3, 11 all around, 4 hull points. Comes stock with centerline mounted twin last cannon and 6 Hellstrike missiles. Also the Interceptor special rule, and that's it. There's no new missile types. There's no nothing else. You just buy this bad boy stock.
No, on the next page it says you have to yell "caca caca" when you bring it in from reserve.
You do. This is a rule.
Yeah.
This is a rule.
Yeah.
I saw it.
I thought it was whenever you pick up a Thunderbolt or a Primaris Lightning, you have to make swooshing noises.
That's another one.
Yeah.
But what about the Avenger? Whenever you fly the Avenger, you have to go
Bird!
Yep.
The other recon or fast attack slot is the Thunderbolt for 120 points. He's only movement 22, ballistic skill 3, 12 all around, and 5 hull points. Beefy boy. Centerline twin last cannon, and 2 centerline mounted Gravis autocannons. He's not an interceptor.
The one thing I do have to say about both of these models, they're both fantastic looking models. 10 out of 10 would recommend adding to your army just to be pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have not seen a plain model that GW's put out that I hate. I like the new Lightning a lot better than the old Lightning.
The Boss versus the, I can't remember, Graza or whatever it is.
Yep. The other fast attack choice. Go ahead.
I've seen a GW flyer I didn't like. The old flying brick, but that wasn't 30K.
Yep. 30K plane's good. The other fast attack is the Carnodon Strike Tank for 80 points. You get a movement 12, ballistic skill 3, 12, 11, 10 for 4 hull points. Comes stock with a turret-mounted Volkite Culverin, 2 sponsored-mounted Volkite Calivers, and searchlights. You can swap the turret to twin multi-lasers, twin multi-lasers for 5, Gravis autocannon for 10, twin last cannons for 15. And then the Caliver sponsons can be swapped to any sponson from the sponson list. They can also take any Penta weapon and can buy 1 turret-mounted missile, hunter-killer missile. And then Jamie's favorite Burt machine, the Avenger Strike Fighter for 100. Movement 22, ballistic skill 3, 12s all around, and 4 hull points. The centerline mounted Avenger bolt cannon, the centerline mounted twin last cannons, and then a rear mounted heavy stubber. And the Burt factory. Go ahead.
Doesn't get missiles, right?
No missiles.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
no.
used to have missiles on it too, but
Yep.
Yeah, they used to have a lot of different missile types and things like that.
yeah.
But the Burt cannon comes in with a range of 36, firepower 5, strength 6, AP 3, damage 1, and suppressive 1.
Should cause fear too. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Not nearly as cool as it needs to be, but still cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say this version is, I think, better than the second edition version, minus all the missiles.
I never played second edition with my Avenger, but I feel like
So,
100 points isn't bad for this.
And I believe for second edition, the bolt cannon was actually worse.
Oh Jesus!
Yep. Yeah, it wasn't AP3, it was like AP4. The first actual tank is the Malkador. For 245, you get movement 12, ballistic skill 3, 13, 13, 11 with 7 hull points. With a front-mounted battle cannon and a front-mounted heavy bolter, and then sponson-mounted multi-lasers. Comes with independent fire, so don't worry about splitting those guys up. You can swap the battle cannon for a twin last cannon for free, or a hull-mounted Vanquisher cannon for 10. It does not come with its heavy stubber.
The Matador is actually 180, not 215,
Oh, that's right. There was that.
as of the
adjustment.
FAQ.
Yep.
Thank God,
Guess they were
because
not
for
telling you.
215,
Yep.
That's too many.
They were
points.
too expensive at 215.
yeah,
Yep.
For that, you just get more Russes.
yeah.
I still don't think I've ever seen one played like this edition. I've seen them in the other
Yeah.
editions, but
I bought 3 of them because Marines could take them since 1.0,
right.
but I haven't painted them, so I'm trying to reconvert them back into Cobra tanks because I converted Marine commanders for them. You can swap the sponsons to any of the sponson list. They can buy 1 hunter killer, searchlights, dozer blades, or a flare shield. And then the good old Russ assault tank. 140, movement 10, ballistic skill 3, 14 front, 13, 10, 6 hull points, with a Volkite macro saker and a heavy bolter. You can swap the macro saker to a plasma destroyer or a demolisher cannon. Plasma destroyer is 25, demolisher cannon is 30. You can swap the heavy bolter for any of the hull weapons. It could take any penta weapon, and you could take a hunter killer missile, a searchlight, or a dozer blade. The other Russ type is the Russ strike tank for 140. Movement 10, ballistic skill 3, 14, 13, 10, 6 hull points. This time you got a turret battle cannon and a heavy bolter. You can swap that to an auto cannon for free, a twin last cannon for free, a Vanquisher and a coaxial heavy stubber for 10. And same thing as the other one, you can swap the hull weapon for any of the hull weapons, any of the penta weapons, 1 hunter killer, searchlights, and dozer blades. You've also got the Malkador Infernus special weapons tank for 240. Did that get a drop too?
Terminator. Vash.
Yes, sir.
Did
Take
they
that one drop.
drop door get dropped too? Like points?
The Matador and Furnace did also drop to 205.
Nice. So it is movement 12, ballistic skill 3, 13, 13, 10, 7 hull points. Comes stock with an centerline mounted Infernus cannon and a multi-laser. Explodes on a 3-up, whereas none of the Russes explode. Can swap its sponson multi-lasers for any sponson weapon, can take penta weapons, can take 1 hunter killer, searchlight, dozer blade, or a flare shield. Flare shield is 20. The other Malkador variant is the Valdor. What does that guy cost?
225 in the book, but it is 190 as of the FAQ.
Movement 12, ballistic skill 3, 13, 13, 11, 7 hull points. Centerline mounted neutron beam laser and a right sponson multi-laser. Explodes on a 5-up. You can swap the multi-laser to a heavy bolter, a heavy flamer. Either of those are free. An autocannon for 5, a last cannon for 10. They can take all the same penta weapons, 1 missile, searchlight, dozer blade, flare shield.
Before we get too far from it, I have a question.
Sure.
I understand. I think I understand why they switched up the Lehman Russ assault tank and strike tank. I think it was in second edition. Why did they still keep them separate in this edition? I don't get it. Why
I
this
think it was this edition.
I thought it was last
separated them.
edition they were separated.
No, last edition they were all one
Okay.
profile. It was just the Lehman Russ tank.
Yeah.
I don't get why
Yeah.
they separated them at all.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
There was for it,
So-
in 40K there. I thought they had 2 different boxes for them.
They
Uh,
That's
Yeah,
exactly why. There's 2 different boxes, so they have them named differently to represent the different SKUs. Because you get the sprues for those turret options on one box, and the
It's the
turret
same.
options for the assault tank in the other.
It's the same thing with the Predator. You have the Predator, and then you have like the Predator support tank, and it's
Yeah.
like
Yep.
4 different guns on both tanks.
But that's just one unit entry.
Yeah, I don't know why they split them. I had thought it was like for command purposes or something, but the command tank can buy any of the guns, so
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, cool. So long as I'm not the only one losing my mind over this.
No, you're good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
The rest of the tank options all come from legacies, and there's a few of them since GW is actually keeping them alive through Heresy. First is the Destroyer Tank Hunter, Stug.
And this is for everybody wondering. This looks like a Lehman Russ with a gun that's sticking out the front of it.
It's a Stug. That's
No
what it
turret.
is. It's a Hetzer or a Stug. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, this one's the longer laser destroyer. For 130, movement 10, ballistic skill 3, 14, 13, 10 with 6 hull points. The Proteus laser destroyer is the only gun you get, but you can buy Pinto weapons, you can buy hunter killer, searchlights, dozer blades. Said laser destroyer, 36-inch range, 2 shots, strength 10, AP 2, damage 2, heavy damage, so it goes up to 3, armor bane, and overload 1.
It really should be Ordnance D, not Heavy
Yep.
D.
Yep.
I don't care. It's a cool model. The rules are kind of blah for me, but we'll
The
include
rules
one.
for it have always been blah. It's never been good. Like even at
Welcome
like
to Solar Auxilia,
Yep.
where I pay more points than you do for a Vindicator with a demo cannon.
Yeah, the what's weirder is the Thunderer siege tank. It is 155 base. Compare this to a Russ, which is 140, so 170 for the Demolisher Cannon Russ. Okay, keep that in mind. The Thunderer siege tank is 155, a little cheaper. Just comes with a centerline mounted Demolisher cannon, so there's no pivoting. 14, 13, 10 with 6 hull points. Those are the same as the Russ, but it doesn't come with any other guns, just the centerline mounted Demolisher cannon.
Yeah.
So they're stocking the hull weapon as 25 points.
But is there any difference between the centerline ammo cannon versus the...
Nope. I guess the only bonus is the bonuses you get from the Russ command tank. I guess they're factoring that cost in somehow. Next is the Minotaur artillery tank.
isn't that the 2-barrel one?
That's the 2-barrel big guy. Yeah, that looks like he's driving backwards for 205.
Yep.
They fixed the armor on this one. It's movement 8, ballistic skill 3, 13, 13, 13, and 7 hull points. This is the one everyone remembers because it had the special rule where if you were in combat with it, you always struck front armor because front was like 10 and the rear was like 12 or 13. You get 2 centerline or 2 rear-mounted Earthshaker cannons. 2 Earthshaker cannons gives you a range of 240, firepower 2, strength 5, AP 4, damage 2, ordnance strength, so it goes up to strength 10, 5-inch blast, barrage 2, breaching 6 up, and pinning 1.
Plus, it's awesome to look at when you realize exactly how absurd it is.
Yeah, I've got parts to build
Yeah.
2 of them for my mech force. So I don't know if I'm going to convert those over to Cobra since mech lost the ability to take them.
Just I don't know why I would ever want to take one.
But they're
Rule of
cool.
cool. Rule of cool.
I mean, rule of
It's not my
cool,
rule.
but nothing to
rule
stop
doing
me
anything.
from throwing another barrel on my Basilisk.
That's all the basic tanks, gentlemen. We made it. All we have left is the super heavy tanks.
Yay, super heavies.
Yay.
No, there's only like, 70 of them.
Yeah. So the first one, did this get a points cost reduction? The Stormhammer super heavy tank?
I don't think it's dead.
It needs
Don't think
it.
it did.
Okay.
It did not.
I don't know.
Okay. For
500 points. I'm not that mad at it.
Yeah, 500 points, you get a movement 10, ballistic skill 3, 14, 13, 12, 16 hull points. What does that buy you? A turret-mounted Stormhammer cannon, a coaxial Stormhammer cannon with a multi-laser attached to it, a hull-mounted twin battle cannon. I'm sorry, you get the Stormhammer cannon that has a multi-laser next to it. Then you get a twin battle cannon on the front turret, and a twin-mounted multi-laser, or a front-mounted multi-laser. 3 sponsons on the left with multi-lasers, and 3 sponsons on the right with multi-lasers. You got 2 turrets on this big boy. You can swap the front-mounted multi-laser for a front-mounted last cannon for 10. And then you can swap either side sponsons for heavy bolters for free, heavy flamers for free, or last cannons for 50.
50 total or 50 a turret?
Total.
50 total.
6
Okay.
last cannons for 50 points.
Yeah.
But are they sponsons or hull mounts? That's something I've seen people talking about.
They're the
Hull
picture of
mounts.
them-
Yeah,
hull-
they're considered hulls, but they're on sponsons. It can also take a pinto weapon if you don't have enough guns, and 1 hunter killer missile,
And a flare shield.
and a flare shield.
Okay. So it's a Marine deleter.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Yes.
look at Marines and it just goes, bye-bye, Marines.
Yeah. The other super heavies, we've got the Macarius for 300. Get you a movement 10, ballistic skill 3, 14, 13, 12 with 12 hull points. Comes stock with a twin battle cannon, a front twin heavy stubber, and 2 sponson heavy stubbers. You can swap the twin battle cannon to a twin Avenger bolt cannon
Yay.
or a twin Vanquisher cannon. Since Jamie likes Bert, a twin Avenger cannon, 36-inch range, firepower 10, strength 6, AP 3, damage 1, suppressive 2.
Yay.
It's another Marine deleter.
I like the
wish
twin.
it still had the rule where I could double tap if it stood still.
Yeah. It's
That
a
was
cool.
the Baneblade.
So the
That has-
rules all super heavies have is they're stable, so you always can get the benefit of heavy.
Yeah.
Yep. Which helps on the twin Vanquisher cannon, 72-inch range, firepower 2, strength 10, AP 2, damage 3, heavy D. So you're going up damage 4 and a critical hit on a 6-up.
They're both cool looking tanks, but that's
Yeah, and this is the one that JP calls the Looper Cal.
yeah.
I've
you've
been
also-
debating buying 2 of these just for funsies.
Yeah.
So much.
These are also the ones that come as turret options on the super wall.
Yeah.
Y'all may have seen in the past.
Yeah.
They also brought back the Praetor Armored Assault Launcher. This was out of Vrax. For 300 points, you get the movement 10, ballistic skill 3, 14, 13, 12, 12 hull point. Super missile launcher. Looks like an ICBM.
Yeah.
It's centerline mounted Praetor launcher and 2 front mounted heavy bolters. You can buy any Pinto weapon, a hunter killer, or searchlights. The super
It's that-
launcher.
It's the
Go ahead.
MLRS looking thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it looks exactly like the Crassus when it's folded down, which makes it really
Yep.
funny if you're playing the shell game.
Yep.
That giant missile is 72-inch range, firepower 1, strength 8, AP 5, damage 2, 7-inch blast, barrage 2, suppressive 2.
And only
They're
3.
all about the suppressive stuff on the
Yeah.
these guys.
Yeah, let me hit hit you and your neighbor next to you.
Oh yeah,
Well, it is it's a 7-inch blast. I mean,
it really helps on the Asterius. I used it the other day, and I missed a rhino and accidentally hit a Dorito in another building because the 7-inch blast. If it was a 5-inch blast, would have missed everything. But because it was 7, it hit the Dorito instead of my main target. So the other thing on this chassis is the Crassus Armored Assault Transport for 350 points. Gets you movement 10, ballistic skill 3, 14, 13, 12, 12 full points. Transport capacity 35.
Yup. I've seen these in use.
Yeah. I used to see a lot of them in 2.0 with Iron Warriors because they could take the splinter shells.
We know a certain brotherhood that loves them.
Yeah, we do.
Sadly, its only access point is on the rear, and you can't upgrade the heavy bolters anymore, but you can take a pinto weapon, a hunter killer missile, or a searchlight.
They don't do the landing barge front anymore?
No, that's the Gorgon.
Oh, okay, the Gorgon.
You can also take the stock Baneblade for 520.
No.
Movement 10, ballistic skill 3, 14, 13, 12, 16 hull points. Comes with a turret-mounted Baneblade cannon, a coaxial Baneblade cannon. The coaxial to the Baneblade cannon, it is an autocannon.
Yeah.
A centerline mounted demolisher cannon, and a front twin heavy bolter.
Yep.
You can you can buy it sponsons. Of those sponsons, you can have 2 sponson mounted last cannons and 2 sponson mounted twin heavy bolters. These are stacked on top of each other for 40, or you can do last cannons and twin heavy flamers for 40.
Good old Baneblade.
And we get into all the Baneblade variants, like the Hellhammer for 520. Exactly the same stats. Hull point 16, yep. This one comes with a turret-mounted Hellhammer cannon. The Hellhammer cannon has a coaxial autocannon, a demolisher cannon, twin heavy bolter. Same upgrade abilities. You can buy at the same sponsons. So the Baneblade cannon, start off compare these things since they are exactly the same point. Baneblade cannon is 82-inch range, 1 shot, strength 8, AP 3, damage 2, 7-inch blast, pinning 1. The Hellhammer cannon, which is the little stubbier one, 24-inch range, 1 shot, strength 10, AP 3, damage 3, 5-inch blast, stun 1.
Okay, so it's shorter range, but better strength.
Shorter range, smaller blast, much better strength.
Okay.
But who doesn't like 7-inch blast templates?
Yeah.
Marines. Solar Aux.
Solar Auxilia. Milita, very much not.
Yeah.
Anything not in
like,
the power armor?
If you like large blasts, let's look at the Bane Hammer. 450 points. Same stats as the Bane Blades. This is the Bane Blade that swaps out its turret for a large gun called the centerline mounted Trimmer Cannon.
Yeah.
The Trimmer Cannon is 60-inch range, 1 shot, strength 6, AP 4, damage 1, 10-inch blast, pinning 2, suppressive 2, stun 2.
Yeah, this is the one that was like the base of the Turbo Laser Destructor without the long barrel.
Yeah.
What was the Karl Marx? That was the rail mounted gun.
Oh,
World War
Karl
II.
Gustav.
Karl Garrett.
Oh, yeah.
This is that
Gustav's
pretty much.
Yeah. Yep. Just boomf. So 10-inch blast is killing all the militia, and if there's anybody left, they're pinned, suppressed, and stunned. All the stats. There's also the Storm. Yeah, there's also the Storm Lord. This is the one that you were thinking if it parks, it gets to shoot extra before.
Yeah.
For 500 points, you get the same stats as everybody else, plus transport capacity 20. Comes with a centerline mounted Vulcan Mega Bolter.
Yeah, these things are crazy.
Yeah, front mounted twin heavy bolter, left mounted Hull left and hull right mounted heavy stubbers. These are usually crude guns in the old model.
In the back, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hull left, hull right. This Vulcan Mega Bolter is 48-inch range, 12 shot, strength 7, AP 3, damage 2, suppressive 3.
That's a hefty suppressive.
Yes.
And you combine that with transporting 20 guys.
In the back. Well, it's open top, isn't it? Or is that, do they still
Access
have...
points on both sides. It used to be open topped, which was really funny to watch them scramble over the giant rotating Burt machines.
Yeah.
It's a legitimate strategy.
I've seen people like stick sentinels in the back of it.
Yeah, because it's a super heavy transport.
Yep.
Fill it full of Cyclopses.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
that'd be Cyclops demolition tanks.
What do you mean I can't put my Leviathan in there?
I mean, the same reason you put 3 Leviathans in a
Thunderhawk?
Mammoth. No, the
Mastodon.
Mastodon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's play. Where is the Primarch?
Next up,
behind the other ones.
Next up is the Stormblade for 500. This one is the Baneblade with a plasma cannon. Never got a plastic release. Comes with a centerline mounted plasma blast gun and a hull front heavy bolter. Can buy the same sponsons, can buy the same upgrades. The plasma cannon can fire sustained or maximal. Sustained is 1 shot, strength 8, AP 2, damage 5, blast 3. Maximal is 1 shot, strength 9, AP 2, damage 7, 5-inch blast, overload 1.
Oh, the blasts are nowhere near as big as they used to be. They used to be a 7 and 10.
But damage 7 on a 5-inch blast is pretty good.
No, I'm not
AP2 as well.
Yeah.
AP2.
Yeah.
Maximum fire is overload 1.
Yep.
Yep.
But you still shoot it even if you overload.
And
Yeah,
even
but
if
then
you
you
overload,
take
you still have to roll to hurt yourself.
Yeah, and then you possibly take that D7 hit to your own health.
Yeah, but you got 16 hull points. You can tank it.
You're good. You got
That's why you have a Forge Lord behind you just repairing.
Yeah, that's why you get the Tech Priestess. It's cheaper.
Jack's Bane, the Shadow Sword for 475 points.
How's this my Bane?
It was just funny because I described the gun to you and you had to print it. The reason I say that is because every same option as normal Bane blades, but the Volcano Cannon it mounts is a 120-inch range, 1 shot, strength 13, AP 2, damage 12, 3-inch blast.
Yeah, usually always had the small blast template, but it was like Insano Rango.
Yeah, the downside is it's got macro auspex, so if it's not shooting a Titan, Knight, or Super Heavy, or anything with base characteristics wounds 10 or more, then all weapons or all shots are made as snapshots. But it's still a template, suckers.
Peter Turbo has his tanks based on this too.
Yep.
But yeah, I have 3 of these. They're fun.
I've got a pair, and one of them's got you used to be able to swap the last cannons for an improved ballistic skill.
Are you challenging me, John? Are you challenging me? I can have
I've also
3.
got the plasma cannon one.
I have. Yeah, you need to print the plasma cannon one.
It's printed over there too. Magnets.
Oh.
Jack got so excited about this tank, he printed me one.
Sounds about right.
Last one in Baneblade options is the Storm Sword super heavy battle tank or super heavy siege tank for 475. The same weapons or same stats as all the other guys. This time we've got a Storm Sword siege cannon, 18-inch range, 1 shot, strength 12, AP 3, damage 6, 5-inch blast. The ordnance on this one is for the range. We're going up to 36? No.
36.
Yeah. And stun 2.
I mean, as a bash shot, it's a super heavy, so it automatically gets the range bump no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we're on to
No one
super.
said game designers were smart.
Yep. I guess that's so if you want to put it on something else. If they bring out VDR again.
Yeah, maybe.
Now we're on to super heavy planes. The Marauder Bomber for 225 points. 18-inch range, ballistic skill 3, or 18-inch movement, sorry. Ballistic skill 3, 12-12 all around, 10 hull points. We've got a turret-mounted twin heavy bolter, a front-mounted twin last cannon, a rear-mounted twin heavy bolter, and a centerline macro bomb cluster. The macro bomb cluster is one shot, 18-inch range, strength 8, AP 4, damage 2, 10-inch blast, hitting 2, but one shot.
An inch template.
Yep,
It's a strength 8. What's the damage on it?
2,
2.
AP 4.
So it hits you and your neighbor's neighbor.
No
Well,
rending or
it burns the paint off. It's
Nope, just-
not doesn't.
Just pinning 2.
Yeah, pinning 2. The other Marauder is the Marauder Destroyer. So for 20 more points, coming in at 245, same stats, 12 all around, 10 hull points. You get turret-mounted twin heavy bolter on the middle of it, and a hull front-mounted twin or mounted Gravis autocannon array, and a rear-mounted twin rotary defense cannons. The autocannon array is a 48-inch range, firepower 8, strength 8, AP 4, damage 2, breaching 6 up autocannon. And the new butt gun is a twin rotary defense cannons, 36-inch range, firepower 6, strength 5, AP 4, damage 1, breaching 6 up. For the points, I think this guy got shot in the shorts because he used to be a missile boat.
Yeah, he used to have. There was a ton of missiles that used to carry like Hell Strikes or something.
Is there anything special with super heavy flyers? Do they get anything special in the rules? I haven't read super heavy flyers. I don't know. Okay.
No,
Not really.
Okay.
so they don't get to stick around or anything and stay around.
no.
They're just
And that's all of the rules, gentlemen. We've done it.
Congratulations to us. We finished off the Solar Aux. Has anyone else tweaked their list of ridiculousness from last week
Yes.
to where we would be? Oh, God.
Yep, you saw mine.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, that's still ridiculous.
What? I mean, you don't like war crime?
I mean, it's definitely war crimes. I'll agree.
It's like war crimes to the max. Thank you, Bash.
You're welcome.
I actually tweaked my list because somehow I found a way to make it more ridiculous.
So we've gone through most of these tanks. The hull weapons list is heavy bolters are free, heavy flamers are free, multi-lasers are free, hull-mounted autocannons are 5 points, hull-mounted last cannons are only 10. Sponson weapon list, heavy bolters and heavy flamers and multi-lasers are free. Sponson's autocannons are 10 and last cannons are 20. And then Pinto weapons, you've only got the heavy stubber for 5, the heavy flamer for 10, and the multi-laser for 10. So they're kind of limited on what they can take up top. I mean, this all comes on the sprue, which is nice now.
Yeah, I mean they've got a lot of nice new models.
Yep.
So.
And you can go tread head heavy if you really feel like having all of the tanks and spending that much money in transport because you're going to have to transport that many tanks.
Well, it's better than
Or
300 troops.
Or magnets.
So, like, at Adepticon, when people play Solar Aux or Militia armies, they usually just, like, when they're, you at the end of the round, they just ask to stay at the same table. There's a reason for that.
It's because of how many tanks they have. You're right.
Or how
I
many
was
bodies
thinking
they
it
have.
would be 300 las rifle company that they have to replace on the table.
Yeah. Or 60 sentinels that they don't want to pick up.
Yep.
Damn it,
We had
John.
to deploy via shovel.
14 or 17 Lehman Russes is not that bad compared to moving all that crap around.
Yep.
Well, they also have this new invention called movement trays.
Movement trays, yes. Because that goes very well with terrain-heavy tables.
I'll say,
Exactly.
overall, I'm really impressed with the changes that we got from 2.0 to 3.0.
Yeah, they're a viable army. I mean, it's different. There's a lot more options, I'd say, wouldn't you?
Yep. I like how they codified the way the tertios work. So you get a bonus for taking it. You don't have to take it if you don't want to, but if you buy those command sections, you get access to the different detachments, and then those detachments get bonuses based upon you keeping the command squads near them. I kind of wish that there was a way to interplay that with some of the legacies units, but I imagine as they start, or if they start rolling them out in more journals and things like that, we'll start getting other detachments that go with them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure some of the stuff you'll get when they... It seems, from what we've seen so far, every time they do a journal, it's because they're releasing like another kind of splash release of new units.
Stuff.
Yeah, I'm really
So,
going to be
like-
curious to see what else is in this Skitarii journal that's coming out in a couple weeks to see.
I bet you there's 3 units in it. That's it.
Yeah, but I mean, if they're just bringing, I would like them to bring some more mech stuff over, or they could bring in some Russes to the Skitarii, but there's a bunch of different ways they could do this.
Well, they said up front that there was basically like 2. Because there's 2 fabricator generals or whatever in Heresy. You know, you have the Loyalist and the Traitor one. They basically are having one of each army in
Yep.
it. So, to be honest with you, I wouldn't expect a whole lot because they're not going to put out rules generally for something that they don't have a model for at this point. That's their modus operandi.
Yeah, and the problem is that they're not going to combine. We're noticing they're not combining SKUs either. So if it's a
Right.
40K model, it's not getting 40K or 30K rules, and vice versa.
Correct. I mean, like, even like demon wise, they're basically have 40K demons and then they have 30K demons.
In fact, I had a guy reach out to me that wants to run. He's going to have to use. He's wanting to use 40K Angron Unleashed as 30K Angron, since there's rules but no model.
Yep. You're like, well, if you have the Joy Time model, you're happy to.
I said this is the one unconverted 40K model I'd be okay with.
Yeah, but at that point, for a demon, like, I don't even see the point in converting. A demon's a demon.
I don't know. I have my view on the Ascendant models are, especially with what Frogram, is that use the plastic one because that resin one will not travel well.
Oh no, no.
I'm really wondering how those wings attach on Forge World Angron.
Yeah,
I am so terrified of that for Angron.
yeah.
I'll have to learn how magnets work when I get it.
I don't.
Oh,
And pins.
I got a good song for that.
Yeah, magnets, pins, maybe paper clips, maybe
Maybe like make an armature up behind it with like fishing wire.
all the little
Make them dance like a puppet.
So
buy a truck with a crane bed in the back so I can sit there and suspend it safely so it can travel. Okay.
mhm.
Yeah, the Fulgrim one is pretty bad. I mean, it's just
Beautiful.
I do like that Demon Angron, his wigs are higher than Demon Fulgrim, because like Demon Fulgrim, you run into problems with getting bodies near him sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah, I really want to see the footprint on Angron
170 inch plate.
with his wings. I mean,
170 millimeter.
They don't say that anywhere in the article though.
No, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's one of those huge circles that they have.
no, when I'm talking footprint, I just mean like from wingtip to wingtip.
Oh, wingspan, yeah.
Yeah.
the presence of the model on the
I want
table.
to see how much space on the table he occupies.
I will say at least they went up with it rather than out
Yeah,
on his model.
I
At
want to
least
see
they
other
were
people
smart about
tackle
that.
it. I want to see other people
Regardless-
tackle the paint job.
regardless, he's beautiful looking.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I like the fact that they said that Lotara gets orbital bombardment.
Well, she does.
And she's one of the few models that can affect aerial reserves.
Yep. And she's only a sergeant.
It's the only sergeant that Angron's scared of.
He better be scared of her. I mean, you look how angry that face is.
I still like
to be
ours
honest,
better.
I
Yeah, I do
prefer Pop Goes the Monkey. Shout out to them for the not Lotara he did.
Yep.
It's her twin sister.
Yep.
Oh,
To
Tara.
not-
Fatara.
Hi, Tara.
Lotara.
Yeah, low
Lotara.
Tara, high Tara.
Oh, okay. I see what you did
It's
there.
not Clitora.
Oh, it's Captain
no.
Ursula Claw.
Yeah, Captain Ursula Claw.
Oh my god. Anyway, so final thoughts on Solar Aux. Like, one thing, as Duncan looks like he's just drinking straight from the bottle like it's the end of times.
It's not wine, everybody. It's an apple cider. It's left over from New Year's, and I had to get rid of it.
One thing that I notice from here is there's fast attack, but there's no like bikes or anything, or horses.
Yeah, that was something
that's-
that I was kind of
That's
surprised.
militia. So these are like more. I kind of see these more as like NATO crap that you can mass produce and give to everybody.
Jamie.
What?
What?
Yeah, that's what you think it is.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just talking about from like doing the love of the game, because I always want to do horses next to tanks, because apparently I think World War One is cool.
Yep.
And
Yeah, I mean that's
That's what
militia and
militia's
spades.
for.
Mhm.
I mean, it's trench warfare. I mean, it fits.
Yeah, I think this is a great way to represent a large army. You know, it's almost like a modern combat army. You've got mechanized infantry, you've got tanks, you've got aircraft. It's
You've got a lot of tanks.
a lot of
A lot
tanks.
of artillery.
Yeah, a pretty good spread of artillery and a lot of different ways to take it and run it.
So, not from a playing the game design, I think you can make a really good looking display board with this list. Probably better than Space Marines.
Yep.
Because you have the bodies, you have a multitude of different tank chassis that you can choose from. You have the built-in, multiple flyers that aren't boxes, flying boxes. Like I love the Space Marine flyers, don't get me wrong, but they're shoes with wings.
They are.
Yeah. So I think you can make it.
Of a brick.
I think you can make a fantastic looking army, and you can hobby freaking hard on it.
The display board will have to be 6 foot by 4 foot, though.
Yeah, it is what it is.
This one have its own table.
Some
My display board is 4 by 2.5.
Yep.
And it
Does
was
it
full
actually
of
fit your
bodies. It was full of bodies in 1.0 and full of sentinels in 2.0. And I think
And
I'm gonna have to
more
build a new
sentinels
one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to build a new one for 3.0.
hobby recommendations: watch Night Shift on YouTube. He does a lot of World War II armor, and you can transpose a lot of that into this if you want to hobby hard.
Also, Total Paint. And
that was my next one.
paint video.
They just did a super heavy video series that was 6 videos long. They were doing a fell blade, but a lot of that can
Really translate over really well.
exactly, yes.
Yeah.
So
And it was a paint along series, so as he's doing it, you're doing it as well.
I will say this. I played Imperial Guard back in 4th/5th. And I have somewhere over my pile of completed stuff that I haven't touched in years. I have like 12 Lehman Russes still. So, yeah, I can just port those over if I wanted to do this. So, because I never put sponsons on them. So, I do like the way that you can throw nothing but tanks like crazy on here and have it be functional.
Yeah, new patron I just joined more for kind of militia, but also for terrain stuff is Corius, Corius. He does a lot of Necromunda stuff, but he did a pretty cool Heresy built along and plasticard scratch building and stuff like that. And he also does a lot of very weathered, very grungy and beaten down ash waste type stuff that would look really, really cool on vehicles, because the lighter color your vehicles are, the easier it is to show off the cool rust and the cool battle effects. And going back to news, the stowage.
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 Well, that's all
Stowage.
Solar Aux, I think.
It is.
Should we
did it.
mention for those who have not yet heard about it or seen it or done it that today is Adepticon registration day? And if you are planning on going, you probably should register if you haven't already.
Yeah, we should also probably mention the 3 months, 500 points paint along with the special Discord that after you show what your 500 paints you're painting and you paint your 500 points, you'll be entered to win something, possibly, maybe.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we need to break that down a little bit better, Duncan. I think we need a intro post and an outro post for each one and stuff like that. We need to set up some more harder rules.
Okay. Well, we can do that.
I had my buddy Joel wants to join us and bilk through some of his backlog and maybe start a new army, but he had a bunch of questions and I was like, we're kind of winging it, but we'll have more rules
Yeah.
up.
Look, we fly by the seat of our pants around here.
And sometime.
Y'all wouldn't have it any other way.
There we go. But yeah, communicate with me and we'll work out the rules and get it posted in there and get that updated.
And then maybe
anyone else?
record a thingy so I can turn it into a short and put it on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
We can absolutely do that. We can even share it to Facebook.
Instagram, TikTok,
The TikTok.
Snapchat.
Yeah. That stuff.
Optics.
Whatever they are called.
Faces.
OnlyFans.
Fans of
Hulu.
But anyway.
Yeah, we can do all that.
But anyway, so more. Don't forget that that's happening in the background right now. I haven't actually looked at the Discord for that. Do we have people participating in that channel?
We do have
great
people
many.
participating.
Outstanding. I keep meaning to look at it and I keep forgetting. So yeah. What else is going on in the background? Tickets for Adepticon will on sales. We already talked about. Next weekend is the Texas Open. Where Powerful John will be doing powerful things with powerful stuff.
Yeah, we skipped hobby progress because mine was a crap ton of painting.
What?
Yeah.
What?
No.
Yeah, I conscripted
Hold
my
on.
parents in their 70s to help me oil wash some stuff today.
I think there's
Hey, you
also
gotta
some
do what you
building in
gotta
there.
do.
So, all
I
right.
mean, we've been busy.
Yeah.
John especially. He's a machine.
He is the machine. And then I know Chris and Blake would not forgive us if we forget to mention their event, which I'm desperately trying to figure out where the fastest place for me to find it is. Because
Probably ban the Heresy either on their Discord or on their
oh,
Facebook page.
that's just too hard. I'm too busy looking at Cobra people giving interviews on a news table.
Oh, you're just never mind. Yeah, CNN, Cobra News Network. Anyways, yeah, Christopher and Blake, they have an event coming up on the weekend of the 24th at, I believe it's High Ground Hobbies in beautiful Huntsville, Alabama area. Very nice store. They have Airbnbs that are themed. Huge a lot of playing areas. They also have a lot of paints and stuff in store. And
Plus, they're cool dudes.
Yes.
and they're cool dudes. Blake and Chris put on very themed events like you would find at Adepticon. They have a player packet available for this event. There's still spots available for, I know Saturday. I don't know about Sunday. I think they still may have some on Sunday too. I think you can play one day or the other. or both, but it's like two separate because not everybody could play both days. But yeah, it's on the weekend of the 24th and the 25th. They would love to have you. I think Joe's supposed to be up there, if I'm not mistaken.
Joe.
Is his son coming to beat up on everybody again?
I don't know. I am
God, I
trying
hope
to go up on Sunday because I got put on call for a narcotics audit at the hospital on Saturday, and I can't leave town for that.
Jamie,
So-
what have you done?
Yeah, it's always fun being in situations.
This is what
like-
happens when you're responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Too bad
God they haven't looked in his garage.
Yeah. Yeah, they would love
Heresy
to have
has one.
everybody at the event. I know they're talking about other stuff, but everybody's kind of getting ready for Adepticon. What a
Yep.
shock!
Terrifying, I know.
I know we all are. I think most of us got tickets today, correct? I know one person forgot.
That's me.
Yep.
That's Jack.
I'm not in there yet either.
Oh, thank
I've just
you.
been too busy.
I
It too.
got my super duper ticket and a T-shirt. But,
So am I the
yeah.
only person who got an event?
Yeah, I think so. Because I don't know
You
I
damn
didn't know
dirty
about helping
overachiever.
run stuff with you all. So
You damn dirty overachiever. Anyway,
All right,
January
well, I got
17th,
a-
it's Kentucky Open at the Battle Forge in Lexington, in Kentucky. Don't look at their map. It takes you to their old store. Google it yourself.
that's
Yeah.
a good note. That's a good note.
It's not a Kentucky Open, it's the Kentucky 30K group holding an open event.
Kentucky Open, Kentucky 30K, whatever. It's
James,
I love you, but it
I'm moving this along. We're like sharks. We don't look back. We just keep moving forward.
yeah, I know. Keep going, bud.
Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming.
All right. What else? What other events are going on, or anything crazy?
I think there's a GW event out in Palm Springs on the 24th, but I don't think it's.
Oh, GW store opening. We forgot to mention this in the.
Oh yeah, new Warhammer World in DC area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They didn't put an article out about it, but yeah, there's a new battle. Warhammer World official U.S.
Yep.
division is coming out. There was also another thing I missed on the news, and that's we got a leak of the McFarlane releases for the next coming year. Looks like they're all going to be Dawn of War themed. So we're getting a bunch of Bloodraven stuff. We're getting Bloodraven Sergeant in March. We're getting some Space Wolf Grey Hunters in March. Vanguard Veterans based on the Secret Level episode in March, and then Captain Cyrax in Phobos Armor in March. From McFarlane Toys.
All right.
I wonder if that's time to come out with the release of Dawn of War 4.
I doubt it. I don't think it's going to be that
Probably
close.
not. That would be too forward thinking for both companies.
All right. What else is there to go over?
I think it might be about it.
Yeah. So
Outstanding.
thank you everybody for joining us on this, the 155th episode of the Heresy Accountability Buddies. I'm John, and I've been joined by
Brian.
Duncan.
Jack.
And me, Jamie.
and special returning guest.
Of Ash.
And we appreciate everybody listening to us tonight. And we'll talk to you next time, where we're going to be back on regularly scheduled Legion coverage.
Do we know what Legion is going to be yet?
Not
No.
1,000 tons.
Are we going to roll some dice and figure it out from there?
Sure.
Yep.
Outstanding.
What about the Night Lords?
Hard
We're doing the
pass.
second Legion. We're doing the second Legion.
2nd and 11th.
My favorites.
Yep.
It's everybody's favorites. They're probably the most discussed legions.
Yep.
They're probably all fairies.
I mean, they probably are.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Like and subscribe and see ya.